morning, Fellowship Kids. It's me, Mr. Levi. So good to see you guys on this wonderful Sunday. We're going to do 2 worship songs together. The first song we're going to do is called Always. The song is very fun. No hand motions to this one, and no hand motions to the next one. We're just going to be worshiping today. But let's start with Always. My foes are many, they rise against me, but I will hold my ground. I will not fear the war, I will not fear the storm. My help is on the way, my help is on the way. Oh my God, He will not delay, my refuge and strength always. I will not fear, His promise is true, my God will come through always, always, always. Trouble surrounds me, chaos abounding. My soul will rest in you. I will not fear the war, I will not fear the storm. My help is on the way, my help is on the way. Oh my God, He will not delay, my refuge and strength always. I will not fear, His promise is true, my God will come through always, always, always. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. From the Lord, oh my God, He will not delay, my refuge and strength always. I will not fear, His promise is true, my God will come through always. Oh my God, He will not delay, my refuge and strength always. I will not fear, His promise is true, my God will come through always, always, always. Good singing, you guys. That song is wonderful because it's true. The Lord will come through always. It might not always be the way that we want Him to come through, but He will never abandon His children. Where's that line? Trouble surrounding, chaos abounding. Whenever life is going crazy and bad things are happening and things aren't going the way we think, what do? Our soul rests in the Lord. We will not fear the war, we will not fear the storm, because God's help is on the way. Isn't that amazing? Gosh, that's a great song to sing. We can trust in the Lord always. All right, This next song we're going to sing is called How He Loves. No hand motions to this one either. We're just going to sing this together. Here we go. For me, love's like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. All of a sudden, I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. And oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us. How he loves us so. He is jealous for me. Love's like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. All of a sudden, I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory. Realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. Oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us. How he loves us so. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. We are his portion and he is our prize, drawn to redemption by the grace in his eyes. And if grace is an ocean, we're all sinking. Heaven meets her like a sloppy wet kiss, and my heart turns violently inside of my chest. And I don't have time to maintain these regrets when I think about the way that he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Good singing, you guys. I love that song. That song is so fun and so special. He loves us. Oh, he loves us. I love the line, if grace were an ocean, we're all sinking. The Lord overwhelms us with his grace, his favor, his undeserved favor. We are just drowning in his grace and his mercy and his love. Oh, how he loves us. He loves us so. Guys, if you guys ever, that song is great to just sing whenever you have those moments. If you guys ever think that God doesn't love you, it's not true. The Lord loves his children. If you are a child of God, he adores you. He adores you. That is such good news. Thank you guys so much for worshiping with me today. But now it's time for our Bible story. So open your ears, open your eyes, close your mouth so that we can hear the Bible story this morning. All right, let's listen.
Saul was the king of Israel, but he had disobeyed God. So God told Samuel to fill a horn with oil and go to Bethlehem. A man named Jesse lived there. God had chosen one of Jesse's sons to be Israel's next king. God said, "Visit Jesse and his sons. I will show you which one I have chosen." Samuel went to Bethlehem and met with Jesse and his sons. Jesse's oldest son was tall and handsome. When Samuel saw him, he thought, "This must be the one God chose to be king." But God told Samuel, "He's not the one. Do not pay attention to what he looks like. You look at what you can see on the outside, but I see the heart." Jesse brought out his next son to Samuel, but Samuel said, "The Lord hasn't chosen him either." One by one, Jesse's sons approached Samuel. Each time, Samuel said, "The Lord hasn't chosen him either." "Do you have any more sons?" Samuel asked. "Yes," Jesse said. "My youngest son, David, is in the field taking care of the sheep." Jesse sent for David. When David arrived, God told Samuel, "He's the one." Samuel anointed David. He poured oil on David's head to show God had chosen him to be the king. The Spirit of the Lord was with David, and Samuel went back home. Now, King Saul was bothered by an evil spirit. Saul's servants thought Saul might feel better if he listened to beautiful music. One of Saul's officials knew that Jesse's son David could play the lyre. So David came to Saul, and whenever Saul felt troubled, David played his lyre, and Saul felt better. Samuel anointed David, setting him apart to be the next king. God's choice for Israel's king was surprising. David was the youngest in his family, but God saw David's heart for the Lord. When Jesus came to earth, he seemed like a surprising choice for a king. Jesus is the perfect king who saves us from our sin and reigns forever.
I love that story, you guys. Samuel went to go anoint the next king of Israel. God said, "Go and anoint the next king. I've chosen him." And Samuel goes and sees all of these sons of a man named Jesse. And he sees the oldest, and he's strong and handsome, and God says, "No, not him." And he goes down through all the sons, and God sees the youngest son, David, and says, "That is the new king of Israel. That is my anointed." It's so cool, you guys, that God chooses his people. God chooses the people he's going to use, not based on what they do, but what he can do. David was the smallest and the youngest, but no matter how small or how young you are, God can use you. Isn't that amazing? It's so cool, and I'm so grateful that we serve a God that doesn't expect us to be everything, but we know that he is everything. That's amazing, you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Bible story today with me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week. Love y'all.